Always great catching with my next guest. He's got a big fight coming up here. Cage Titans 69, January 25th. It is right around the corner. It's shameless. Don Shainis back here on the program. Don, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Just getting out of the gym.
Yes.
Just getting out of the gym.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, good things there's no smell button here on the video chat, but I assume you're smelling not so great. But hey, thanks for doing this again. We were just talking off air, kind of put this together today to do the interview. But big fight, you wanted on this card, you got on this card. When did you find out? When was it official that you got the opponent and everything came together?
So the name came to me actually like a week or two before my previous fight. I'm like, look,
okay,
I have a task at hand.
Yeah,
I'm not going to stray from that task. You know, Tom's very dangerous. I made him very not dangerous in our fight, but you know, that was all one-way traffic, and that's my game plan for this upcoming fight. But like, I try not to look at or book more than one fight in advance, but you know, the opportunity presented itself. So the idea was when I won, I had a name and a date, and there's nothing more on brand than me headlining 69 for Cage Titans. Yeah. Their 69 event. Who's better to headline this than me?
I agree. I think the stars aligned. It happened. It was all good. Is it safe to say then no other opponents were in the mix? Like this was always kind of the plan to fight another Tom in this situation?
Well, no, I had two separate guys I was going to call out, and then they asked for me, and I'm like, all right, yeah. I had two different guys. One guy at 45, one guy at 55 or 50.
Oh, really? Okay.
And yeah. And yeah, I don't think the guy at 55 would have made 45. That's why I would have agreed to 50, but I don't even know if he wants to do that. But yeah, then they're like, hey, well, Tom asked to fight you after this fight. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm in. I would like to do that. I would love that. That would make my day. Yes. So I had to get through Tom to fight Tom.
Yeah.
Tom's quick.
Yeah, Tom squared, exactly. Just like you said. Did you know much about him before taking this fight, or was he one of those guys? Like, I know obviously people talk, and you probably keep an eye on the scene and everything. But how familiar were you with him before taking this fight?
I've known him for years, man.
Okay.
He's been in the scene for years. I know he trains with the cartel. I know all the guys in the cartel. I'm friends with half of them, or friendly with most of them. You know, but I'm even friendly with Tom. Like, there's nothing. There's no animosity or anything like that. It's just, look, we're both fucking competitors, and I'm a gamer, and he needs to step up in competition, and I need another win.
Yeah. Okay. So simple as that. Business as usual. Are there any fighters that don't like you? You just don't strike me as a guy that makes a lot of enemies in MMA.
I got one I don't like. Maybe I don't even know if he doesn't like me or not. I got one in mind, and I plan on calling him out after my next fight. So you're gonna have to watch the main event of Cage Titans, and I'm gonna have to win.
Little teaser when I do win the business, yeah.
And when I do win, I'm calling this fat fuck out.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that for sure. So let's talk about Tom Pagliarulo. I believe that's how you say his name. 9-fight veteran, obviously your opponent. Stylistically, how are you looking at this one? As far as what you bring to the table against him?
You know, everyone talks about how good he is at wrestling and wrestling this, wrestling that. Like, all right, cool, don't care. He's gonna be tall, long striker, just like everyone else. He's a tall, long striker. Who's gonna mix it up? He's gonna come in shape. It's gonna be exciting. I really don't care what he's working on, because I have such an awkward fight style that, like, you could prepare for whatever, but it's gonna be fucking chaos while we're in there, and it's going to be exciting, and you're going to feel the crowd and the energy. It's going to be something he's never felt before.
Well, and I think too, with your experience, I mean, you fought so many veterans, so many tough opposition, like throughout your career. Like, I'm sure, nothing against Tom, but like, you've probably seen a fighter like him before, whereas maybe on his end, you mentioned with your style, it's probably a little bit different for him.
I mean, dude, it's not hard to find fucking midget. You know, it's not hard to wrestle with kids. You know, he's gonna have to go to high school and wrestle and coach all those kids to get a good look for me. You know, I'm so short that like half the kids he's training with are taller than me. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't think I have a style very similar to anyone else, right? I have a very unique style, and it's super weird, and I blend very well. And we're gonna see. You know, you could get fantastic one-dimensional guys, but I don't think any of these guys blend like me.
Take me through camp a bit. Who have you had a chance to work with? Who are some of the main training partners helping you get ready for this one?
Yeah. Week or two ago, I did 5 5s with Brandon Jenkins in the cage. I got cage rounds with Cody Steele tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Thursday.
Mhm.
Uh, dude, like we got a room full of fucking killers in this place. I'm surrounding myself with world champions and number one contenders and former champions. So that's what's setting this apart. You know, I'm surrounding myself with people I want to be like, and you know, he's doing the same. But New England's small, man, and there's a lot more to New England than the cartel.
What's it like being in camp right now with Marab defending his title next Saturday? Obviously, that's got to be a big thing.
I mean, dude, it's fucking awesome. That guy doesn't stop. You know, he's a fucking terror on the mats. He's fucking good. He's resilient. He's tough fucking guy. You know, he knows I'm fighting like a week after him, and you know, after practice every once in a while, they're like, this week next, you know, like
Yeah.
we both got fights in the same time. We're both working towards our next goal. You know, when you remove the titles and the belts and all that, like he's just on his next fight, and so am I. And the dates almost align.
Yeah. No, I did.
Actually,
Yeah.
funny that this happens because we fought on the same day. He won the title for the UFC on September 14th, which was the same day I fought for Cave Shines.
That's right.
It was September 14th.
Yeah. Timing's and I know a lot of your teammates too I just talked to Vince Morales yesterday. He's got a fight coming up. Like a lot of things going on right now at Syndicate, right? I imagine.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, dude, we got a stacked room right now. Everyone's fighting all the time, and it's like you can't. The one thing I've learned in this is like there's no seasons.
Yeah.
And camps are fucking bullshit. You just got to be ready, you know, because tomorrow I could get the call, you could get the call, whatever, you know. You just got to be ready for these opportunities on any notice, and it's a lifestyle, you know. You got to live this way and eat this way year round and not have these crazy cuts. And then when you get something booked, it's like, all right, this is the time to sharpen my blades.
How is the weight right now? Obviously, we just had the holidays, but I know you knew about this fight a while ago, so probably having a little bit of holiday time, but then obviously cracking down.
Yeah, so the holidays I didn't get to spend with my family or anything like that, which wasn't a surprise, you know. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's a sacrifice I make to be great, and you know, hopefully it pays off. Like there's no guarantees in this sport or in this world in general, but it's definitely one of those things where it's like, look, I know it's the holidays. We have plenty of time. My weight's in perfect place right now. Um, I'm looking to have like a 15-ish pound cut, which isn't crazy for me. I cut weight very well, you know. So if I enter a fight week about 15 over, then I cut out my sodium and carbohydrates. That's good. That's going to bring us less than 10 of actual water. So like my weight's in a really good spot. I did get to not so much go crazy on the holidays, but I did get to have a little bit of a Christmas meal. You know, I don't really drink, so New Year's wasn't a thing for me. Thanksgiving, I got to have, you know, a Thanksgiving meal for the first time in forever. So, like, as long as I wasn't being an asshole and being mindful of what I was putting in my mouth, like everything's fine.
Good. What about who's heading out there with you as far as your corner for the fight?
Uh, so we got a couple people headed out from Vegas. Coach Wood's going to be headed out. He's going to be my number one.
Oh,
And then
awesome.
I have
Okay.
my yeah. Then I have my movement coach. She her her name's Cindy. She does awesome massage, but she does panda movement and recovery over at Andrada Muay Thai. And then we got my sponsor coming out to help me with the weight cut, my rehydration with Gelato. They
That's
chose to
awesome.
sponsor me this camp. Yeah, and he's coming out. He's walking out with me. It's gonna be pretty fucking cool. Well, I got some fun stuff planned for this fight, and yeah, things are gonna be weird.
Good. I wouldn't expect anything less. How's this fight playing out? How do you see it unfolding on January 25th?
Look, he's gonna come in shape, and my goal is to make him quit. Like, I don't think he's gonna be one of these guys that gasses or gets tired. I know his strength and conditioning coach. He's got a great strength and conditioning coach. I know that he's got a great fucking team. He's friends with half my, excuse me, he's training partners with a few of my friends. You know, I know he's gonna come prepared. But my goal is to just get in there and make everything as uncomfortable as possible and make him say uncle.
Simple as that. And then, obviously implications of a win here. You mentioned already kind of thinking of the next guy after this. And I know you're not looking past Tom in this situation, but have you kind of thought about this year, being a big year for you, right? Like, you get a win here. That'll be 3 in a row. But you're in Vegas. I mean, you're in a good situation. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, man, I'm just gonna keep racking them up till the UFC calls, and if they don't call, I would love to get paid by fucking Jorge Masvidal and do some bare knuckle MMA.
Okay.
That shit sounds fucking amazing. Also, I got a couple call outs to do in the New England scene, so we're gonna play it by ear. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, keep racking them up, and the last time I did this. I had 4 fights in 4 months and I got the call to the UFC. So, I want another year where it's like I'm fighting as often as possible. I want to be the most active winning fighter in the world. And I think that's a pretty realistic goal when you got guys fighting once a year, twice a year. Is if I could avoid injuries, I want to stay fucking active.
Simple as that. I love it. Don, thanks for doing this. It's Cage Titan 69,
No problem.
January 25th, live on Spectation Sports. So if you can't make it, you can definitely watch it there. That's your home for martial arts. Anyone you want to thank before we get out of here? You got the sponsor. Anything you want to say? I will give you the last word as I usually do.
No, man, I just want to thank you for having me on, man. You got such a great platform, and for just me coming on here is fucking amazing, and I want to thank everyone that's tuning in and everyone that fucking clicked the link in my bio to pick up some merch. So if you need some merch, I just dropped some new merchandise. We got everything you could possibly need, whole suits, shirts, baseball shirts, hoodies, hats, bucket hats. I'm working on getting fake tattoos. So everyone that goes out and supports me, thank you so much.